You sit down in a dentist's chair today and you brace yourself. The drill hums. You grip the armrest. But the real answer to how humans have always handled pain like this is far stranger than you think. 9,000 years ago, in a cave, someone drilled into a living human tooth. No metal, no anesthesia, just a sharpened flint bit spun by hand or bow. Researcher Roberto Macchiarelli examined these ancient molars and found near-perfect holes bored straight into the enamel. Whoever did this knew exactly where to drill. Why? Your ancestors were not stumbling around in ignorance. They were problem solvers. A rotting tooth meant constant pain, infection, sometimes death. So someone figured out that drilling out the decay could save a life. That knowledge did not come from nowhere. It came from trial, from failure, from watching what worked. Now picture something even more unsettling. A skull found in Peru, with a neat rectangular hole cut clean through the bone. This is trepanation. Surgeons cutting into a living human skull, often to relieve pressure from a head injury. Sound impossible? It wasn't rare. Archaeologist John Varano studied hundreds of these skulls and found something remarkable. Many of them had healed. The bone had grown back around the edges. That means the patient survived. Sometimes patients survived multiple surgeries on the same skull. How did they manage that without modern tools? They used what was available. Obsidian blades sharper than surgical steel today, plant-based numbing agents, coca leaves, alcohol, and in some regions, a careful understanding of anatomy passed down through generations of practice. This wasn't guesswork anymore. It was medicine. And it wasn't only about the brain or the mouth. Ancient Egyptian texts, like the Edwin Smith Papyrus, describe surgical procedures in clinical detail, wound closure, splinting broken bones, even early attempts at prosthetics. A wooden toe found on an Egyptian mummy shows wear patterns consistent with actual use. Someone needed to walk again, and someone else built them the means to do it. Here is the part that should surprise you most. These early surgeons had success rates that historians once assumed were impossible for the era. Skulls healed. Patients walked. Teeth stopped hurting. This wasn't magic or luck. It was observation, refined over thousands of years, one patient at a time. Think about what that means. Every technique your dentist uses today, every surgical protocol your doctor follows, traces back through an unbroken chain of people willing to cut, drill, and experiment on living human bodies in search of relief from pain. They didn't have textbooks. They had bodies in front of them and problems that needed solving. Your fear of the dentist's chair, that flicker of anxiety before a needle, is ancient. It is the same fear a person felt 9,000 years ago, sitting still while someone else worked a sharpened stone into their tooth. But so is the relief afterward. So is the trust it took to let another human being fix what was broken inside you. Next time you sit in that chair and grip the armrest, remember this. You are not enduring something new. You are taking part in one of the oldest acts of care in human history. The tools have changed. The trust has not.